This place is called Leva or something. I could probably pocket some good stuff here sometime. Pisses me off. You think you're so much better than everyone else, huh?
And what have we here? A guest, perhaps?
My name is Logan Khan. Remember it from this day forth. Do not turn to outsiders to solve this plight. I and I alone will clear away the disaster that has befallen the dazzling city.
All of Heiyue shall now know you by the prestigious name of Lagun Khan, the Conqueror, ruler of all, whose every command we shall follow. A great man to guide us, our mighty tyrant.
I resolutely accept this mantle. As I am yet young, I will no doubt require much assistance.
However, I have no intention of lingering on details and minutiae. Simply still your tongues and follow me! My lord! Damn it! I was too late.
Thank the goddess. You're all safe. Please, live. Give meaning to the fact that you were brought into this world.
Don't give me that crap! What's the point if you just die instead?
That uncle of mine and the rest of your family are a cruel lot. If no one else will, allow me to be your ally. You monster! Ah!
He was right. I'm nothing more than a monster. It would be best if the provincial army dealt with me.
Thank goodness I made it in time. You need not worry any longer, lad.
Who are you?
I'll send him a message. Like hell you're getting in here! Oh, hey! Didn't see you guys there.
What the? Where'd they go? No way! That pilot's a madman!
Adieu. Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do things the way he did. I would have liked to go toe-to-toe with him if you were here. But I guess there must have been some pact behind the scenes. If that's how it's going to be, then I'll just have to finish things up. All hands, listen up! We're going to target that giant airship! Ready parachutes for evac! I'll need you to hang in there with me to the last second. Then make sure you get out of here in one piece.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am!
Well, this is probably it for us. The Bernard brothers, Gold Lion Luago, and Old Shadow Hunter have all been taken out. Huh. Wonder what these guys' deal is. The Pyromaniac and the young swordsman are seriously bad news.
The armored woman is rather impressive as well. Though I find that bob-haired boy who goes around taunting everyone quite insufferable. Kruger, you took a direct hit from one of his attacks earlier. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. The tendon is still intact. More importantly, it is only a matter of time before they arrive. It is highly likely our end is near. Should we not at least come up with a plan to take them down with us?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I've long been prepared for the end, given the trade we're involved with. Come to think of it, though, this is a good opportunity for you. Why not take advantage of this whole mess and leave this life behind? You don't have any need for loyalty to an organization that only calls you by an alias, refusing to even give you a name.
The Severing Eclipse, yeah? I'm told it's meant to evoke the idea of a messenger of death or something like that. Bosses were always stubborn, so caught up on these dumb generational titles, they didn't realize what a pain it is to leave someone nameless.
I've never considered it an inconvenience myself. But that aside, what happened to the Masters? If they took command of the remaining members, we might have a chance.
That may very well be true. Perhaps they've simply given up at this point. It's rather disappointing that the three most elite members of a famous clan of assassins have done next to nothing this whole time.
Oh, them? They turned tail and ran.
What?
Yes. Earlier this morning, right after they told me to hang back and fight till every last one of us was dead. Though right about now, I'm willing to bet all three of them are on their way to meet the goddess.
Elroy, did you?
Guilty. I had a fresh new batch of poison whipped up, and it seemed like the perfect occasion to give it a try. I went and laced some of their favorite things with just enough so as not to draw any attention. A neurotoxin, harmless to anyone else who touches it. But when it comes into contact with oil from the target's skin, it slowly vaporizes. And by the time you realize something's wrong with your central nervous system, it's already too late to stop the imminent respiratory failure.
What have you done?
Oh, you're as awful as ever, aren't you? Come to think of it, I suppose that would make you the highest-ranking member the Order has left, no? Now it all makes sense.
That's right. As its new leader, I've decided the Order of the Moonlight Horse will surrender completely to Ouroboros. They may be newcomers, only 10 or so years under their belt, but how long an organization's been around isn't always a good measure of its merit. That said, we'll only surrender after we've stuck it out long enough to make it clear just how much we're worth. We do that, and it makes sense for them to give us special treatment afterward.
Are you really so sure it'll go so smoothly? Still, why not? I'll see where this takes me.
Time to decide, Kruger. You can either try and get revenge for your fallen masters, or you can set all that aside and follow my lead. Maybe one day you'll actually be able to make your own decisions, but for now I'll give you a break and whittle it down to the 2 options.
Oh dear. Yet another unreasonable choice, is it?
What you guys up to? You sure seem like you're having fun.
Not now, Mel. I told you to stay out of this, didn't I?
There are a lot of dangerous people on the way, so be a good boy and go play with the other children.
Aw, come on! How come you guys get to have all the fun, huh? I'm pretty good with a knife, you know. Kruger's even complimented me on it before, haven't you?
That was...
I went and put out Uncle Elroy's new poison for him, and I know how to use Red Cease distractions, too. See? I can help, right?
Oh dear. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea to give in to all your pleading after all.
Oh, what the hell. Sure, come along with us. I'll even overlook the fact you snuck into my lab. Right then, what do you all say we go get everyone together and have ourselves some fun? One last curtain call for the Order of the Moonlight Horse, our beloved piece of shit home.
My word. Isn't it simply exquisite? It would appear to be from the age of animism, well before even the Great Collapse. And the fact that no diagnostic device can even begin to analyze it. Oh my, it's just so fascinating. I'm practically giddy.
There he goes again. Once he gets started, nothing can shut this guy up. Anyways, seems like this one's different from the statue over in Nord, yeah? That one was a lot bigger, but it didn't seem like it had anything inside.
Very true. Even when we scanned it, it didn't appear to have anything to hide. However, I actually found the fact that there was nothing there to be rather suspicious in and of itself. Incidentally, there's another statue about the same size on an uninhabited island off the coast of Ordis.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. Never seen it for myself, though. Either way, I guess that means there's definitely some difference between this one and the two of those. Given that this one's impossible to analyze, well, it's just like an artifact in that regard.
Indeed. However, despite that, it still doesn't neatly fit the definition of an artifact. This Titan may have completed its objective, or perhaps was unable to complete it and then simply fell dormant. It really makes the heart stir to imagine all the exciting possibilities, doesn't it?
Well, looking at the thing, it does seem like it might have been quite the sight back in its prime. I definitely would have killed for a toy like this when I was a kid. Seriously, though, what the heck is this thing? The villagers nearby seem to revere it, though. How'd you get them to agree to let us take it?
Easily enough. The local vicar helped me convince everyone that we'll be taking very good care of it. I was glad to find him a very reasonable man. Pointless interchurch disagreements are, unfortunately, all too common in our line of work.
You could say that again. I've lost count on how many times I've wished the Congregation for Divine Worship would just let us do our jobs already. But all that aside, they made the right call to have us take care of it once things started to get suspicious here. It also lowers the risk of these cult freaks getting their grubby hands on it, since apparently they don't know when to quit.
So, it's the heretic hunter and the partitioner.
You took our brethren from us, and we're going to avenge them right here, right now.
And then the statue will be ours. Maybe it'll even grant us the power to bring down the goddess.
Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, don't you think, pal?
I'd certainly say so. Well then, how about we take care of our secondary mission while we have the opportunity? Completing last year's eradication operation by eliminating the remnants of the DG cult.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Better not underestimate us.
Bow down before true wisdom. I can't believe you'd have the audacity to propose such a thing, Gerhard. Were you not satisfied by all the orbital tanks you've made, or the new line of heavy tanks you're already developing?
You've no grounds to criticize me for that, Russell. Or are you going to claim you weren't the first one to militarize airships? What's more, I'm told you're working with the Foundation on your own radical new airship design. Not that I expect it to amount to much.
Professor Russell, Professor Schmidt, please let us get back to the matter at hand. I'm sure both your countries have their reasons, but this is neither the time nor the place for such things.
Agreed. It's important that we discuss these matters from a place of understanding, or rather from a place of wisdom. Otherwise, we risk finding ourselves at the mercy of an increasingly tempestuous world.
Yes, we mustn't lose sight of the most important thing here. Humanity as a whole. Just as the stars shift about the heavens, so too do the hearts of men. The foundation we sit upon will always remain the same.
Ah, yes, you're both right. No matter how much technology may evolve, we must never forget that its ultimate goal is in service to humanity.
On that, at least, we agree. However, the technological singularity will arrive before long. Though it's not ready for practical application just yet, orbital computation is clearly one of the fastest developing fields in technology right now.
On top of that, networking technology will undoubtedly begin to connect cities and even the entire continent. When that happens, it will change not only society, but how people live. all the more reason we need to be clear on the purpose behind our work.
I agree. I'm sure there will come a time when we'll have to ask ourselves all over again. What is man?
An important question. Not only from a philosophical perspective, but also from a socio-political one. I suggest we revisit the topic this afternoon.
What utter foolishness! Why can't you see that shackling yourselves to such tepid ideas will only hinder true progress? The singularity. We've no need to sit here wringing our hands over it. What we should be doing is hastening its arrival. The artificial intelligence born from such potential could easily evolve on its own to reach a level of knowledge on par with the goddess. And if we humans are swallowed up by it, that simply means we were never worthy in the first place, now doesn't it? What are you saying? How dare you?
You certainly have some interesting insights. Just who are you?
Fine then. Continue your pointless discussion. Talk all you like. Everything will play out just as Professor Epstein intended. Until you realize that, you'll just be going around in circles.
And who might you be?
Those may have been the first Zemurian words I ever heard. Rufina Argent. Although she wasn't a Dominion, she was still a knight of the Gralsviter trusted deeply by Her Holiness, my grandmother. Supposedly, she found me in the middle of the wilderness on the outskirts of Zemuria when I was about 4 years old.
Who are you?
At the time, I was apparently speaking words completely alien from any heard in Zemuria. Although now, I can't recall anything from back then myself. Maybe whatever role, whatever identity I had before was completed and overwritten once my role in this world was defined. Rufina took me home with her to the holy city of Arteria, where I was introduced to the woman I'd come to think of as my grandmother, Pope Orestes. I was just a little girl, only able to speak in tongues. Yet, she seemed to understand everything, and took me under her wing. It was written a final saint would appear just before the end times, though only in an apocrypha known as the Hidden Book of Arict. I'm still not completely certain whether I am this person, but it was clear that it was to be a girl who would appear from beyond Zemuria. I spent most of my childhood in the Tranquil Gardens, the holy courtyard of the Papal Palace, located in the rear of the Grand Cathedral. Though I was kept a secret, there were several people who came to visit me. Some, I could tell, did so with ill intent. I spent roughly 10 years there, under the guidance of my grandmother and others. It would seem that even as a young girl, I never had much of a sense of who I was. I learned the Zemurian language quickly, and would respond to others with whatever words and demeanor they most wanted to hear. To some, this was all the proof they needed that I was the saint, seeing such an ability as being perfectly suited to the role. However, Grandmother, Rufina, and Rufina's friend all seemed to think otherwise. When I was 8 years old, I suddenly manifested a power that had been lying dormant in me, the Akashic Eye. Silvery irises said to be held by the final saint. The first thing those eyes showed me was Rufina hugging a young boy I'd never seen before, smiling lightly as she passed away. I screamed and lost consciousness. When I awoke, Grandmother was there tending to me. She informed me then that Rufina had met her tragic end. It was at that point that I decided I would fulfill the role as saint that had been laid out for me. Not necessarily because of this power that I now held, but because I wanted to believe there was some important meaning behind Rufina finding me that day. So, with the informal authority the role granted me, I started to gather intel at the age of 10. I was given free rein to mobilize the Papal Guard's Iscariot unit, so I deployed them across the continent. Using my eyes, I would scan the information they would bring me, looking closely for signs of the end. Liberal, Crossbell, the Erebonian Empire. There were many places that drew my interest, but there was one in particular I kept being drawn toward. The one right at the center of this world, rather, of the continent of Zemuria. The Calvard Republic. Amidst the jumble of colors, my silver eyes caught sight of an immeasurable white void. And then, at 14 years old, I bid farewell to my grandmother and left for the Republic, pretending to be the daughter of an Eastern trader. I'd initially intended to stay working behind that facade, but I became interested in film after seeing a certain someone's career take off. What's more, this new friend of mine took it upon herself to send my information to a talent agency without asking. As a result, well, I decided I'd have to fulfill my role in a very different way than I originally planned. But for some reason, I get the feeling that neither Her Holiness nor Rufina or her friend will mind. It doesn't change the fact that I'm still committed to my mission, but... well, I suppose it's simply all part of the goddess's plan.
Hey, Miguel! I'm here with today's rations. It's Grandma's specialty, stew made from non-fat milk powder. Make sure you eat it slow so you can really savor it, okay?
Oh, thank you. Stew is always a picker-upper. Although it'd be nice if there was a bit of meat in it.
Hey now, don't be picky. You know we normally only do that when everyone goes out and hunts monsters together. Oh, Mrs. Nanai! Here's a change of diapers and some small undergarments for you. There's even a pacifier and a rattle. Dad said they found them while the men were out on one of their expeditions.
Oh, why thank you. Certainly something to be grateful for in times like these. I'll have to give and the others my thanks. Oh, goodness. Oh, there. Looks like someone's awake now.
Peekaboo! Oh, you're a little cutie, aren't you? Let's see. The answer is x minus 2 in parentheses times x plus 7 in parentheses.
Yes, that's correct. My. Looks like we're starting to run out of intermediate level material to cover already. I really wish we had a way to let you move on to high school.
Oh, that's the place we read about in our books, right? It sounds like so much fun. It'd be so nice to chat with my friends, work hard in a club, buy snacks at the student store. And to top it all off, I'd find myself a handsome boyfriend.
Dear me.
Oh, you're back, are you? I'm surprised you didn't end up wandering off on a detour like you usually do.
Wash your hands, and then we can have some dinner. Training the new guys at work really has me spent.
Okay. Also, hi, Dad. Hi, Grandma. It's so good to be home.
I'm out of time. It's been 26 years since I met him. I was still just a girl at the time, but that didn't stop me from telling him how much I'd loved him from the moment I met him. Later, after a very sudden and sorrowful parting, it was our connection that helped us support each other and overcome it. Then once she was born, I truly thought the three of us would always be together. But all children have to leave the nest sometime. That was especially true for a girl like me. Still, it's okay for me to dream a little, isn't it? That I might lend an ear to her teenage problems, worry alongside her, maybe even argue a bit. That I'll be there when she's old enough to bring a boy home. That I'll need to mediate when her hard-headed father doesn't like him. But knowing how much she takes after me, she might just end up going after someone older than her. If so, I can't help but wonder what kind of man he might be. Either way, I'd be sure to bring out some warm apple turnovers and freshly brewed coffee for the three of them. Children grow up so fast. I know such a day will come all too soon, but I don't suppose that's a day I'll be there to see.
Looks like you've got a bit more color in your cheeks today. I'm sorry I've been away from home so much because of work. But once the assembly is over, I promise I'll stay with you the whole...
Oh, you don't have to strain yourself, dear. It's been 7 years since you founded the new party, so from this point onward, you've really got to give it your all to stay competitive. After all, you swore that you'd repay Mr. Rocksmith for his kindness, didn't you? In your own way, of course.
Yes, but... well... it feels a bit more like biting the hand that feeds you than repaying a debt. Alphonse would never do something like that. Sometimes I think he'd do my job better. Speaking of which, I need to take him for his walk.
Oh, Agnes already took him. Can you believe she's already 12 years old now? She really is growing up fast. I doubt you'll have to worry about her going through a rebellious phase, but you never know. Puberty is right around the corner. Think you'll be able to handle it, Dad?
Don't say it like that, Sophie. You're going to be right there with us. We're begging you. Don't leave us.
It's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I can't very well leave without making my daughter a wedding dress, like my mother did for me. Now can I?
Yes. Yes, that's right. Oh, you were so gorgeous in that dress Lilia made for you. Honestly, I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to keep my head on straight when that day comes. But for right now, you just concentrate on getting better.
I lied to him. But I'm sure somewhere deep down, he knows what's going to happen. Especially after how we lost my mother. Whatever he's trying to accomplish by leaving the military for politics, and then leaving the Republican Party after so long to form a new one, I get the feeling that it must have something to do with her. When I think about that, it just makes me remember how terrible I feel for dragging him into our predicament. But thinking that way is probably disrespectful to his feelings, our little girl, and even to myself. That's why I've decided to entrust them with it once I'm gone. My grandfather entrusted my mother with it, and now it's fallen to me. A fate intertwined with that of this world's.
Yep, you're looking a lot better than you were this morning, Mom. I'll bet Dad was really happy when he saw you.
Well, I won't deny that. But what do you say you let your mom in on your love life for a change? What about that one boy? You know, the one who lives near us?
Oh, Mom. Albert's just a friend. He and Odette and I get along really well, but that's it. I don't think I'm really ready for that kind of thing yet. Plus, seeing the way you and Dad are together kind of makes me feel like the bar's set really high.
Well, that's fine, but still, a romance of your own might be something worth looking forward to. You tend to take after me, so I'm sure you're going to start blossoming into a gorgeous young lady pretty soon. Before you know it, you'll be turning everyone's heads without even realizing. My enchantress of a daughter. Yep, I can see it already.
You can? Oh, come on, Mom. You're always teasing me like that. Why don't you save some of that energy to get better, so you can go flirt with Dad? Seriously, though, it's so embarrassing seeing the two of you all over each other at your age.
I'm so sorry. But I promise you, Agnes, I won't give up. I'll get better. So I can have a future together with you and your father.
Mom, you will. You will.
I lied again. I thought maybe I could just give her his diaries, but not like that. I just couldn't bear to. How could I ever be so cruel as to leave something like that to her? To make her wonder and anguish over it. More than anything, I just don't want to see her cry. I put on a tough act, but I may be even more of a softie than Roy is when it comes to her. I should leave them a letter. One written in a way that won't make that poor girl cry any more tears than she already will be. On the other hand, she's so cute when she cries that I almost want to make her do it a bit more. Will the goddess scold me for thinking that? I really wanted to see so much more of you. Right there, next to your father. To see you happy. To see you sad. To see you grow up and know what it is to fall in love. To see all the possibilities that await you. I guess in the end, what I'm really trying to say is, I love you, darling. I love you, Agnes. Please take care of yourselves. And let's all enjoy a nice dinner together again someday.